Hello everybody, welcome back to the Daily Journal series. We're starting off, it's Greengrass Expert mode. We're just vibing it up with Cresselia, with Espeon, Gardevoir again. The team doing alright for energy. We did the whole swapping thing to get the air in on the team last night. I guess we didn't quite pull enough sleep hours because I didn't get the mission reward this morning, so we're probably at like 19 hours if I had to guess. Let's see. Yeah, we're at 19 hours. So tonight I'll have to do it one more time, which means we run Gardevoir for one more day, sacrifice a bit more Dream Shards. Yesterday I was able to put Swallow on the team for a little bit, just to make a few more Dream Shards, because Gardevoir and Cresselia went kind of crazy. That 1.25 times skill boost is no joke at all. But anyway, let's see what our sleep session review got us. Now, this morning was crazy. I woke up to a double proc from Sceptile and from Cresselia. And with Cresselia having 3 Psychic types on the team, it was just like, boom. Between their inventories and the 4 triggers, I had like 300 berries. It was nuts. One of those satisfying things. But anyway, this looks like a dozing graph for me. Maybe snoozing, maybe balanced, but most likely dozing. Oh no, snoozing. What do you know? A little bit surprised by that. It looked like we had normal amounts of snoozing, but I guess not. We should be at the point of 8 spawns. We were past 1,000,000 Snorlax strength last night, which is about... 1,000,000 is about where 8 spawns happen. Ooh, a Charmander. Fuecoco, Ralts. Lots of Growlithe and... Wow, okay. I don't think we need any of this stuff, if I'm completely honest. I've already got a really good shiny Arcanine that the only thing holding it back, really, is the skill level. It's only skill level 1. I've got a really good Fuecoco. I've got phenomenal Raichus. I've got a good Gardevoir. That, once again, the skill level is the only thing holding it back. And I've got my shiny. I've got a Charizard that I'm investing up to 60. I guess I could get another one in case I wanted a bean sausage option, but I've got the really good Palmont now. I really don't need anything here. I guess I could catch the Ralts. It's either the Ralts or the Charmander. I mean, okay, here, I'll do the obvious thing first. Pikachu's hungry. Although we're running out of sleep points. Don't worry, I did buy an expert ticket already for next week, so that shouldn't be a problem. But we might go Biscuit Broke here soon. Biscuit Broke right before Triple Type Week. What do you know? It's not the most financially sound decision, but it's not like Triple Type Week spawning things that I particularly need. Okay, so we call it Pikachu just because it was there and it was hungry. And you have to give out 15 biscuits reward. What do you know? So yeah, outside of this, it's either Charmander or Ralts. Charmander for a potential reinvestment for either a ginger or like pure ginger or pure sausage option, or Ralts for Gallade. But I don't really need a Gallade. I've got my Arcanine, so I don't need that roll. So I guess I'll go for Charmander instead. Okay, and then we'll just hold that last biscuit that I overspent on. I spend so many biscuits that I don't mind overspending on biscuits and buying extra. This also puts us at Friendship level 10, so it gives us a slightly higher shiny Charmander odds going forward. I don't know how much that really increases it by, but like earlier, we're always making serious strides around here. As for which candy to send out... I think the Pikachu's the best one. Because all these other ones are skills or ingredient specialists. Well, it's either that or Fuecoco. Fuecoco candy is pretty difficult to come by. We'll send the Fuecoco out. Pikachu's close second, I feel. Alrighty. We do like seeing 22,000, 23,000 ish Dream Shards. That is nice. Gentle-natured Pikachu. That's main skill up, energy recovery down. And you all know what our standards for Pikachus are at this point on this channel. That one is hardcore candy. Quiet-natured Charmander. That's a good thing. That's ingredients up, XP gains down. It's got Berry Finding S, which is kind of funny. Inventory. And then help speeds. And, you know, at level 100, this guy would actually be pretty nice if I needed an ABA list. Now, granted, ABA is actually a pretty solid list for Charmander, just because it has the nice Corn Kima synergy, the nice power pair with Dragonites. It is the closer one to reaching the goals that I'd be looking for. Oh, I thought I muted this, but I apparently used the wrong status. Okay. Anyway, it gets closer to the proportions needed for Corn Kima Curry, but this one doesn't have anything for ingredient finding other than its nature. And my other one, I guess this one's probably actually better for Kima, but I'm not reinvesting at this point. It's so much closer. Even though this one probably would be better and it would have Berry Finding S, it's just interesting. It goes a little too much in the inventory, but that's actually kind of nice just because it does have Berry Finding S. Then eventually Ingredient Finder S at level 75 helps beat Emmett level. You know, it's gonna take a long time to get there though. Because of the nature being ingredients down. But we do have 83 and 36 versus 100. Oh, wait. 120. I didn't realize my Charizard produced that much sausage. That is actually kind of insane. Wow. If I never get to level 60, then this thing is like meeting the meta call for all forms of sausage. If just keeping it under leveled. I do intend to level it up though, just for that Kima synergy. Some would probably say that's a mistake, but I don't know. I like it though. I don't like the idea of keeping things underleveled. It's not that keeping things underleveled is a bad strategy. It's a perfectly valid and honestly optimal strategy on a lot of Pokemon. Then you're looking for just one ingredient. And I'm never gonna diss it. I just don't like it because I like the idea of progression, and I see some value in the mixed list. Whereas a lot of people don't. So I do intend to actually take it to 60, even though a lot of people would probably say that's a mistake. It's just been a long-term goal for me. I've had it for ages. But this new one, theoretically, if I got it to level 75, it actually is better for the Kima. Because you can see it's making less ginger, but we don't need that much ginger. Because if you look at the dish, it takes more. It takes every 2 sausage, it takes 1 ginger. So having a 1-to-1 ratio like this guy has is not as perfect. But the thing is, it takes 24. So 24 times 3 is 72. So we only need 72 per day, and this one can produce 78 per day. And that's, I guess that's with 2 health bonus stacks. It's almost 72 with 0 health bonus stacks. Is that with good camp ticket? It is with good camp ticket, so I guess that does make an impact as well. 60 versus 87. Now, the question is this one making enough ginger? We would need half, so that's instead going to be 36. This one does make enough ginger and enough sausage. It is better for that purpose at level 75. At level 60, though, this one takes a huge dip back because it doesn't get the ingredient finding M until level 75, so it then wouldn't make it on either account. But it is closer. How, does it take less health bonus stacks? You need, what, 36? So you just can't get enough ginger. And getting enough sausage is easy, but... yeah, the new one's probably better. But, like I said, there's the whole I've already invested thing, which definitely decides investment sometimes. My other one's already at level 54, so... and it's got an XP gains up nature. So it's not that difficult to get it there. It also has Sleepy XP bonus, and I've used it as a nanny Pokemon for ages. Meanwhile, this one has XP gains down and is uninvested. Not going to bother. In fact, it's probably going to just become candy because I don't need to invest in another Kima specialist. And my already existing one is already a Kima specialist. So they kind of compete for the same role. And it's niche enough that I don't need to upgrade. The one that I currently have is good enough. Okay, we have a mission reward here. Giving out 15 biscuits, we already knew that. Can't wait to get those free 15 biscuits, or not 15 biscuits, 15 candies. So 5 type candies pretty soon by adding the Aaron again tonight. We're also making progress on our Pomo. We do want to get him to 150 hours slept so that we can evolve him for the Beasts event. As of right now, he's sitting at... where is he? Actually, she. I keep forgetting it's a female. 125 hours. After tonight, it should be at like 132 to 134-ish, somewhere in there. So then it's only like 2 to 3 more sleep sessions, and after tonight that it reaches the point where we can evolve it. So that's not that far away. That should make our time during the Beasts event pretty simple, because then we have a boosted healer. Now, for those of you that don't know, I don't think I've actually talked about this on the channel yet. But for those of you that don't know, I don't actually intend to go to expert mode. It would make most sense to go to expert mode. Oh, ignore this. It would make most sense to go to expert mode, but I've kind of run some calculations, and with the boosts that are available, let me set the event boost right. It's actually going to be 1.25 times on just fire, water, electric, and then 3 levels on fire, water, electric. There we go. Oh, and then a 1.1 times cooking boost. That's what the event boosts are. This is what the event boosts are. If I build up this ingredient list, which I do intend to do over the course of the next 3 weeks, I don't really need to be worrying about it quite yet. We're pretty far away on that, but I do intend to build up this ingredient list. Then I can run either this team if I roll salads, or this team if I roll desserts. And the hope is that whichever I get one week, I don't get the other week, and then whichever I get the one week, vice versa, because they stockpile different ingredients. One's going to be short on apples, the other's going to be short on tomatoes. If I roll the same one twice in a row, then I may struggle. But I'm going to Old Gold Power Plant. And the reasoning for that is just to laser gun hyper fixate on catching more Raikou. Because I want to try and get a good Raikou. Granted, it's kind of a bit of a gambler's thing. My odds of getting a good one are ridiculously slim. That's kind of how the legendary events go. But I've gotten lucky in the past. I've got a really good Suicune, a really good Entei, a really good Cresselia. Hopefully I can get a good Raikou. And I didn't get one the first time. My best Raikou is actually main skill chance down, funnily enough. But I've got such a good box for a solid Raikou team. I have a really good Pawmot, really good Raichu. I even have a couple of Pichus that are uninvested that I could make into a Pikachu, and I could start building up sleep hours on to be decent if I wanted to go that route. I've got a solid Ampharos. Granted, it doesn't have Berry Finding S, so that would be a bit of a, it would be a bit of a drawback to running the Ampharos. But I've just got such potential for a strong Raikou team that I want to unlock that potential by getting that last piece, most pivotal piece of the puzzle unlocked. And we're just not there right now. So, I have 2 different options. Either this one for strength, we should be hitting about Master 19, or this one, which is also about Master 19. Not quite Master 20 either which way, but that's part of that is because we split for 2 weeks. And we're also accounting for 2 different potential meal types. If I focus down one meal type specifically, then I could hit Master 20, I feel. But we're not going to be doing that because I want to try... I could drop the Quaquaval here if I could stockpile more leeks and focus for just desserts. And then I could add on Gengar or something to get more strength, which would push us over the edge of Master 20. My goal is not Master 20. My goal is to just get a really high strength to optimize the odds of seeing naturally spawning Raikou, which we actually should... We don't know what the odds look like, but we should have better odds of seeing them during this event than we have in other events in the past, because they're greatly boosting their rates, not slightly greater boosted rates, which is what we've seen for every other legendary event in the past. We've only seen slightly greater rates, not greater rates. So, I'm going to the Old Gold Power Plant just to optimize the odds of encountering Raikou. Theoretically should be the best since the other two can't take up the Forest Legendary spawn. Additionally, this is going to sound stupid, but I'd like to catch one Suicune and or one Entei, just because Legacy. Using the incense, you can encounter them even at the other islands, but they don't naturally spawn there. So if you catch one, that's a Legacy Pokemon because it... I'll just show an example. I have an Aaron like this in my box. During certain events, you can encounter Pokemon that don't actually go to that island. My best example of this, or I think my only example, is this Aaron, which is named Legacy, because it was spawned at Greengrass Isle. Now, that can happen now at Expert Mode. But if it's Expert Mode, it says Greengrass Isle, parentheses, Expert. Here, it's just Greengrass Isle Expert, because that's how I caught it. It was just caught at Greengrass Isle during an event. This is a Legacy Pokemon. It's a bit more rarity. It's false rarity. It really doesn't serve any optimization points, but just the collector in me likes the idea of having stuff like this. And I can do that with a Legendary. If I catch an Entei or a Suicune during the event week at Old Gold Power Plant, that's a Legacy Pokemon. It's a Legacy Legendary, which I think is just added value and little neat added thing to go into the box. So there's kind of a couple different goals here. It's not just to hyperfixate and target down the Raikou to try and catch that, but also to try and maybe catch one or two, or one Suicune and one Entei. I don't care about the stats on them. I just want to have them in the box, to just take up a spot in the box, just to be like, hey, look at this neat thing I have. And not very many people I feel like are going to have that, because most veteran players I feel like are going to be going to Greengrass Expert Mode. And for those of you that are concerned about area bonus, because I would be theoretically wasting area bonus at Expert Mode. I'm not going to be wasting area bonus at Expert Mode. I'm going to be using my easy travel ticket on Sunday night after I've put the Go++ to sleep. I'm going to wait about an hour and then use the easy travel ticket to move to Greengrass Expert Mode to just spend the night there without actually losing that night, because you use the Go++ and then you transfer. It puts the area bonus on the other island without actually wasting the sleep sessions. So that's my intention, is to do some travel ticket shenanigans so that I can still go to Old Gold Power Plant and not waste that area bonus, because area bonus is huge, and I would recommend trying to avoid wasting it at all costs. But anyway, that is about it for today's video. If you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Down in the description, we'll have a link to join the Discord. You can come join us, hang out, talk about all things Pokemon, sleep, and the like. A huge thank you to all my channel members. It really means a lot to me that you guys want to show your support financially, despite there being no paid rewards for members. If you too want to become a channel member, then the join button is down below. And as always, I thank you all for watching and hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.